What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gorn from Wins coming back at you with another Dortmund career mode or Master League or whatever you want to call it. It's still career mode to me, kind of thing, whatever. But in this, we're gonna jump straight into our first two games of the season. First game starting with Super Cup against Bayer Leverkusen, and then our second game, our opening match against I think FC Cologne. That's how you pronounce the name. Like I said, I'm not really too familiar with the German league too much. I mean, Borussia Dortmund, if I had to pick, is my favorite team in the Bundesliga. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about the German league. So if any of my subscribers want to kind of help me out, let me know what's going on, what good teams are out to look for, what good players are out in the German league. Um, Definitely appreciate it. But as you can see, right away, Leverkusen, right in the second minute, right to even start the game, they already go ahead and get a shot on goal. And again, as much as I say that PES is a decent game to play, it is still a very difficult game to master. Only for the simple fact that I'm still pretty rookie at this game, and even though I've played dozens and dozens of matches, it's still just different. Because like I said, I'm just used to playing FIFA and the fluidity of FIFA versus I wouldn't say necessarily robotic in this game, but it's definitely the feeling in this game is definitely a lot different as we almost take a shot. Royce unfortunately gets undercutted, but we do get a shot off. But really, yeah, in the first half, nothing really happened. Honestly, it was really just a lot of cherry picking, a lot of stealing the ball back and forth, not too much. So this video is actually gonna be pretty short because my two games, nothing really happened. It was actually pretty easy for me. Um, I'm not gonna say, well, I would say three things actually for this. Either A, I got very good at the game and I just got lucky as Aubameyang scores a goal here, nice goal, pretty unfortunate for Leverkusen because it's like there's no defenders. And throughout this video, I'll kind of talk about the things in this game that are just I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard to explain this game because it's just different than FIFA. But anyways, like I said, going back to the three things I think that benefited me, or at least what I think in this game, is that one, either I just got very very lucky in this game. Two, um, it just happened. Maybe the difficulty is a little too easy for me. Maybe I should go up a notch and play a couple games and make sure I can, play. Cause I mean, I'd like to win every game, obviously, but at the same time, I like to win games with a challenge. Like Legendary is a challenge. Sometimes I just don't like to go undefeated all the time unless I obviously earned the right to go undefeated. And then I guess the third thing would be, has a nice goal here too. Like I said, and either the third thing is the goalies are just pretty trash in this game. And because like I said, it was a pretty comfortable win for me in this game. I felt like it was too easy. Now it could just be the quality of the team. Obviously Dortmund is the top team in Germany, and I mean I'm not saying that Leverkusen isn't, but they are definitely not no Dortmund. So like I said, those three things that I named, either A, goalkeepers are weak, two, um, the difficulty is too easy, or three, I'm actually just getting lucky and I'm getting pretty good at the game. So I would try it. Again, as see is another one is we get another goal, 3-0 by Andre Schurrle. So it's just like I said, I'm gonna have to tweak it and see if there's any other difficulty in this that I can use. And Leverkusen, that's really the only shot that they had all game. So luckily for us, in our first match of the season, we actually win the Super Cup. And I like this little cutscene here where your manager actually runs onto the field and raises his hand, embraces the crowd, embraces the players. Like I think little things like that, especially in FIFA, would definitely go a long way. At least I think. I don't see why we don't have some sort of celebration where the manager's going. And then also another thing in this, if you pause right here, in FIFA, the possession is always either 50-50, 51-49. It's always close, which is unrealistic. Where there's definitely a variety. In a couple games that I've played, they showed, I have 61 possession versus, you know, 38 or, whatever the case may be. And it's like, I don't know. It's little things I would say that what makes PES good is we jump into our second game, and unfortunately, Aubameyang with a missed wide open opportunity. But like I said, there's little things in this game that make this game good, I think. And the only thing I think that PS really needs to improve on is the fluidity of this game because they do at some points feel robotic, but at the same time, it's just like I said, it's hard to explain. It's not something you kind of have to just play PES to understand, especially if you're a FIFA player. Like, look at Michael Royce, dance like Michael Royce. Look at him dancing like Michael Jackson out there. Do your dance, boy. But yeah, again, easy goal for us. Scored in the 6th minute, which is pretty simple for us. And then same thing in this game. This game actually wasn't. Cologne didn't really pose a threat. And like I said, it could just be that I'm just a better side. I have a better team, and I'm just a soccer god basically. No, I'm just kidding. But stuff like that. But I think for Pez to take it to the next level, I really do personally think. Look at a bombing in with a nice strike from about you know 17 yards inside the box, whatever. But I think what will make this game great is if the gameplay, like if it was a little more fluid. Because another thing you'll see in this game, probably throughout this series, is that when you steal the ball from an opponent, like the opponent just stops, and you'll see it. I'll probably try to point it out here as I'm watching the recording, but you'll see quickly, and you'll just be like, it's like they don't even challenge to even try to get the ball back. It's like as soon as you steal it, it's gonna be yours, 100%. Like every single time, you're gonna get it, and you'll see here, when the opponent has the ball, and I'm gonna go steal it from them, and actually steal it from them. You see, colossal. What a nice goal. Goodness, that's another thing that I think P has done right versus FIFA is that the crosses in this game are phenomenal. Like I said, I don't know, man. It's hard to make a case for PES, but it really isn't easy to make a case for PES because PES is a good game. It is a great freaking game, but it's just being held back by so many limitations that it definitely. Ooh, Aubameyang almost with a nice shot, almost had a brace there, but unfortunately hit the post. But and then we go into half 3-0. But it said Cologne didn't really pose a threat to me. And then you can look with possession real quick, 66% versus 34%. Like you're gonna see that, and like I like that aspect of it instead of the whole 50-50 or 51-49. Like that's unrealistic in FIFA. But again, Leverkusen didn't really, or not Leverkusen, Cologne didn't really pose a threat to me in this game. But still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. PES is a good game. I think so. I really think it's a good game, and I think I'll probably buy PES 18. I mean, I don't see why not. Because I like soccer. At the end of the day, say what you want about PES not having the licensing or PES not having the most updated rosters or not having enough teams or blah blah blah. FIFA not doing this is Cologne are on the attack. Ooh, almost. Wow. What a golazo. What a lucky. I should have actually watched the instant replay. I cut a lot of instant replays out in this because the instant replays in this game are so long. Like it's like that's one thing to do. It's like they instant replay everything, and it's so long just to watch an instant replay. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see some instant replays for some situations, but for the most part, I always have to cut out the instant replays because it just extends the video way longer than it should because it's kind of unnecessary that I have to score and then I have to watch it like immediately right away. I mean, I like the way FIFA does it, obviously, where it's quick. You do something and it's a quick little whatever. But FIFA or PES takes a little longer, which I think is kind of ridiculous. But so as you see, we're up 4-1. This game's pretty much set in stone. Nothing. I'm not really worried about dropping any points in our first game. So this is definitely be good for us because obviously the only people that really are gonna pose a threat to us is is Bayern Munich, which I think we should be able to take them on too. Because as I said, I think that Borussia, or I keep saying Borussia because I am that. I think Bayern Munich squad is 100% accurate. I will check before I jump into the next video tomorrow, but I'm almost positive that they are 100% accurate. As Cologne get a nice almost goal at the end of the game, and as it finishes again, we finish 4-1, which I would definitely take that. So nothing too bad going on here, and as you can see, we're gonna end the series, or we're gonna end the video here with just some minor office work, see who's coming in, see who's going out, Nothing really too major going on here, but yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments below if instant replays is something you want to see. Let me know in the comments below if there's, any team that you want me to try out. Yeah, Master League with. I'm actually thinking about starting a new series that features me and FIFA being a my player and playing a my player series with a little bit of Grand Theft Auto mixed into it. But I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I'm still trying to think about it and write something down that I think makes sense to me because I want to make it look fluid and but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm glad to be back again. Like I said last night, I'm very glad to be back getting these YouTube videos out. I'm glad to be giving these to you guys. I'm glad that I'm getting a little bit of support. All support is always welcome with whatever. Like I said, this is our career mode. I want to grow with you guys. I want you guys to help me grow. I just want all of us to be included in my YouTube channel. I'm not doing this for the money or anything like that. I just doing this more so for myself. I've always wanted to record videos. I've always wanted to have a portfolio for, if I ever get a future job somewhere or whatever the case may be. I just want to be able to have this to fall back on or whatever. But so this is for me, spare time, free time, and I've always wanted to do YouTube. I always had a ambition to do it. And, like I said, I really want to grow with you guys. I want you guys to help me grow and become a better YouTuber. So as always, comments are always welcome. Feedback is always welcome. I will always, even hate is welcome. Honestly, I really don't care. I will take all constructive criticism whatsoever. I'll take it with a grain of salt, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it takes us, and we'll definitely see where it leads. One thing of note is, you guys remember, I was trying to get Bernardo Silva from Monaco, and they absolutely rejected me. They said there is no chance in hell that he is leaving Monaco, so unfortunately he will not be joining Dortmund, at least in the summer transfer window this year. But yeah, that about wraps up this video. We'll be jumping into the second game tomorrow. Actually, we'll be playing the two games where we will showcase the Champions League, which I'm very excited for to show you guys, which I'm sure you guys have already seen, but it's always nice. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, let me know how I'm doing in the comments below, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.